Yo, what's good? It's your boy Tap, and I'm back like a quick attack. And this time, I'm a ground type trainer. Now, this went crazy good, bro. Like, we absolutely cooked as a ground type trainer, and I actually wasn't shocked. I expected to cook as a ground type trainer because, well, I actually didn't build this team myself. On a separate stream, we did an Elite Four challenge, including Pika Wawa, Speedy Windot, and Overlord Raikou. And we were doing random rolls. So like random commands in our chat would roll us a random typing, and for that particular battle, we would have to use that typing. And Overlord Raikou rolled ground, and I saw his ground type team before he even did the battle, and I was like, yo, this team looks like it's gonna work. Like immediately I was just like, sometimes I don't know, we're gonna talk about it right now when we discuss what we need to do to be a ground type trainer. But like not even that long of a glance, like maybe like 5 or 10 seconds looking at the team, I just looked at it and I was like, this is a meta team. Like I can see this team working. We'll talk about that right now. So let's talk about what we have to think about to prepare as a ground type gym leader. So as a ground type gym leader, our ground type moves are super effective against fire, electric, poison, rock, and steel, making ground type a very, very good offensive typing. Our moves, however, are not super effective against grass and bug. Now we're going to talk about tradition again. Our moves are also not very effective against flying. In Pokemon Go, this is a double resistance. Traditionally in Pokemon, this would be an immunity. So in main series Pokemon, ground type moves do no damage to flying types, but in Pokemon Go, they are a double resistance. The typings that we resist ourselves include double resistance to electric. That would normally be an immunity in main series Pokemon. In Pokemon Go, that is a double resistance. And we also have a resistance to poison and rock. The typings that are super effective against us include water, grass, and ice. Okay, now let's take a look at the team. Now we actually go 14-1 with this team. And I don't actually remember why I believed in the team so much, but let's right now do an analysis of the things that we need to worry about and what kind of style we have to play this team in, right? So we have a steel and ground type in the front, we've got a ghost and ground type in the middle, and we've got a grass and ground type in the back, right? So right off the back, in the back we have some quadruple weakness to ice on our grass and ground type, and we also have a weakness to ice on our ghost and ground type. In the front, we neutralize ice, and considering most ice types in this meta or in Pokemon that people use are also ice and water, our Thunderfang Steelix with all of its bulk and fast move pressure should be able to handle most ice types that we're afraid of. Now I can also see that we have a weakness to ground in the front, as well as a weakness to fire and a weakness to fighting in the front. That's all because of the steel subtyping of Steelix. So as I can see right away is there is a safe swap possibility for a lot of those typings, right? So if we see a fire type and it ends up being Talonflame, I think the logical thing would be to stay in and play that out, right? Because we are ABA weak to fire here. But now if there's a ground type, we do have a safe swap possibility in that of Runerigus, and we can possibly soften it up, maybe win switch or force them to switch out. And basically that's what we would want in that situation, because if we can force them to switch out, we can probably put ourselves in a position where we can put our ground grass type Toedscruel on that Mud Slapper. Yeah, I almost forgot. We also have an ABA weakness to water, but I'm not too afraid of water types, considering we have Thunderfang on our Steelix, who again is very bulky, and we do have a grass type in the back if we do want to just soft lose lead and then reforce alignment that way. Yeah, I mean, the team seems really straightforward. It's really solid. We got the debuff factor on Runerigus, which is pretty exciting. Like, I just love a team that has like techie stuff on it and stuff, because it really helps with matchups. Like some things, a lot of matchups change with a debuff, so that's really helpful. So yeah, I mean, I'm just looking at the team. The ABA weakness to fire kind of scares me, but again, there's not a lot of Typhlosions, and again, we're not even that afraid of Typhlosion, for example, because we can soften it up and then maybe get some mud slapped into him in the end game if he does want to force alignment that way. So yeah, just right away, I'm just looking at the team and I believe in it. So now that we understand the advantages and disadvantages of being a ground type gym leader and the advantages and disadvantages of this team, let's get into some of these battles. All right, so getting into the first battle, and it's Steelix into Empoleon. And see, all right, right away we see the water type that we were just talking about we were afraid of. And look at this, we resist the fast move damage. They've got to throw these hydro cannons, which they get 2 and 5, so they definitely outpace us. My thing is, I don't necessarily need to shield here because they're never going to farm me down. It does do a significant amount of damage though. And I do CMP here, which is not the right play. We could have already thrown, but this is also fine. We shield up here. Let's see how much they care about their Empoleon. We do get a shield though, and we're able to get also another Psychic Fangs off into their safe swap of Annihilate. So Annihilate comes in, we're debuffing it, and we have a Shadow Claw user that we're going to be happy to bring in here. And so Runerigus is on Shadow Claw, Brutal Swing, Rock Tomb, and we're just in a really fantastic position now because of this. Those Thunder Fangs got the Empoleon extremely low. We're going to be able to farm down this Annihilate before they can get to another Rage Fist. We're loaded right now, and in comes an Azumarill. So we're able to queue up a Rock Tomb for this Azumarill, debuffing it. The bubble damage will still be significant. But it's really satisfying to at least get this thing low because it's kind of scary. I'm actually wondering how we win this. So are we able to debuff this Azu twice? So they're gonna get an extremely gross farm down. I don't allow this farm down, which I really do agree with this play, because now that we double debuff them, oh wow, I don't like this shield. I don't like this shield, bro. I don't like this. I get it. It's 4 times effective, so maybe it is a good shield, and that Empoleon is pretty low. We settle for a wrap instead of the double seed bomb. We're making a lot of misplays here, but well, I mean, in theory, we do get a shield about it. We're going to live this Ice Beam, I believe, because we did debuff this Azu twice, and we actually live it extremely healthily. We're able to get the farm down on the Empoleon that comes in because our Mudslaps add up, but we have a Seed Bomb loaded, and we're able to get rid of this Azu. It feels good. It feels good to be able to beat meta teams as a gym leader. When you see Pokemon like Azu, you know you got to do a lot of effort to get rid of it. So GG's to my opponent. All right, getting into the next battle as a ground type gym leader is Steelix into Tentacruel. So we're seeing a lot of water types. We are ABA weak to water, but we are resisting the fast moves of the water types that we're seeing. So this one should be on acid. It is on acid, and we also have our entire moveset is super effective against this thing. Now I wonder how I feel here. We definitely live the Scald. It gets us just as low as the Hydro Cannon did. What comes in is a Gastrodon, and we're able to debuff this Gastrodon. Normally the Gastrodons of this meta are on Body Slam and Water Pulse, so it's good that we're debuffing this so that we can get a little bit more damage on our Mudslaps, because the damage that they'll be throwing is going to be neutral. So it's not as if it's going to be like the cleanest matchup for my Toadstool. They do settle for a Body Slam. I'm likely going to, okay, so I queue up the Seed Bomb. I'm wanting to get rid of this thing. We still have some residual energy left. Gastrodon does put up the shield. I'm really intrigued about the shield there. And they also win CMP. So we shield up the Water Pulse, and I like that shield because at that health range, it would just nullify our Toadstool, which I think still has a lot of play left. So they're able to put us at shield parity, but we are not at Pokemon parity. The final Pokemon is Ferrothorn, and this is actually scary. Ferrothorn will he will hit me for super effective damage here with this Power Whip. I decide to let it go. And how do we win this? I'm not going to be able to backtrack on this video. I do remember looking at it. We claimed the 5-0, we claimed the 4-1, and then we claimed another 5-0. What? How are we meant to win this? Okay, I mean, that was a debuff. It is a debuff Ferrothorn. Tentacruel comes in. Are we able to get the farm down before they can get a move? Oh, that's what it is. We're able to get a farm down before they can get a move. We're going to wrap this Ferrothorn here. We are really low. They shield up the wrap. We're going to have to respect the move with a shield as well. We do get off a second wrap. It's resisted damage because this is a steel type, but it does a whole lot. And the following Mud Slap takes it out. This ground type team is actually super cooking. GG's well played to my opponent. This team, to the point where I know that this set's a 5-0, and I'm still just a what? All right, so it's Shadow Steelix with Thunderfang into Scizor, non-Shadow Scizor, by the way, and they stay in this matchup. I like this because our fast move pressure is a lot more heavier than their fast move pressure, because our steel typing is making it so that we resist their steel type damage from the Bullet Punch. They send a nice slash, and it doesn't do nearly as much damage as a normal Scizor trainer would like for it to do. Because they are not Shadow, I see me tap on the Earthquake. I'm not sure if the game gave me a refund or not. They didn't, so we do get the Earthquake off now. They would still have to fear a crunch, so this might be overkill, but also if they no-shielded a Psychic Fangs, that would probably make me feel a little bit bad. So I do like the full send there. We are tip-top shape, playing our very best. In comes a Cradily, and it's on Bullet Seed, and I immediately safe swap into my Runerigus. I don't want to give it a farm down of any sorts, and I also want to get my own Rock Tomb off onto it before I take any Grass Knot. So we rightly shield up the Grass Knot. They don't bait. A lot of Cradily trainers like to bait, and I can hear the VOD. You can't. The VOD is happening behind me, and you can see me like I don't know if this up, get out of the way. You can see me like, wait, hold up. You can see me like stressed out. You can see me like stressed out. The game was being the game, and it froze. I debuff it, and I switch into my Toadstool, and I'm like, I can see the VOD. You can't. Well, you can see the VOD, but you can't see my face because I'm blocking my face with my face. In comes a Tentacruel, and we kind of get bailed out here because we can debuff the hell out of this Tentacruel and put it in a range where we can probably get a decent amount of Thunderfang damage off on this stuff. Spider-Man meme, this is so crazy, bro. Spider-Man meme. Santa Cruz staring down Toad Screw. They get off a Scald and they get rid of our Toad Screw, so we're not gonna get any more Mud Slap damage, but we are gonna get a lot of Psychic Fangs damage. And we queue up the Psychic Fangs because we want to just get rid of this thing. We're tired of seeing this Tentacruel here. And I'm just gonna I'm gonna Rock Tomb them right away. I like this play. We could have went for double Brutal Swing actually, because we're not gonna live a Grass Knot. I don't like this play. But we still get to the Brutal Swing anyway. Yo, how the hell did we win? Dude, bro, I don't like that play, but we made that play and it worked out. We win. All right, y'all, getting into the next battle as a ground type gym leader is Steelix into Gashadon. It's a nightmare lead, but like we spoke about when we were talking about our team composition, we do have a save swap option here. And let's see how this plays out for us. So we save swap into Renerigus. They stay in for a bit. They do have damage that they can threaten us with the Water Pulse. Instead, they bank the Water Pulse and they go into their Corviknight. I'm going to immediately debuff this Corviknight. And if I'm smart, I'm fighting for switch. Like, no matter what happens, even if they bait. And I hear me in the VOD say that. But I'm not sure that was actually enough for the back day. But we have to, we actually, yeah, I would rather just debuff this thing anyway. Just fight for switch. We do get a shield back. I'm probably just going to commit to the shield situation here. We do get another Rock Tomb off. If they want to go straight for the payback, I don't think it's. I like this play here, not calling the bait at all, and they do finally go for the payback. I'm sure we can settle for a Brutal Swing. They come in. Oh my god, and we over tap. That's on us. That's on us. I really wish I would have been able to keep my Runerigus and like a more keen hungry trainer taking this more seriously would because I could blame the game, but that was, you can literally see me send 2 Shadow Claws. Like I'm just like blindly just like tapping. I'm just like blindly tapping the screen, like, you know what I mean? I don't want to take any more damage. We learned that we lose CMP in the other match. We get off the C-bomb. We don't even allow them to get any sand attack damage off, and we come in with our Steelix to farm down this Corviknight. They actually stay in. I think they did have the opportunity to switch back out, but they're not able to get to their payback, so they have to settle for Air Cutter. The last Pokemon being Toucannon means that despite our misplays, our ground type. What's crazy though is like I do think that's what like a good team is like especially in a blind format, like blind 3 format. You pick 3 Pokemon, I pick 3 Pokemon. I don't know what you're gonna bring. I feel like the best teams make it through mistakes. I saw the 5-0 in the VOD before I started reviewing it, and I was excited, but this is really exposing me as a trainer here, isn't it? I'm fine with this. So what is their fast move? They don't let us know what the fast move is, and I love this. This is a Spice Lord right here. He comes in with Shiftry. Now we don't have super effective damage for Shiftry. I decide that my best course of action is to debuff this thing, and then I go into Toad Screw. Now Shiftry could have been on Hurricane easily. This is a very scary switch in, but we don't want the Leaf Blade or Foul Play that they're normally carrying to hit our Runerigus. We also see that we're not going to have a lot of play so far for Toad Screw in the back, so I do agree with just letting our Toad Screw go. And yeah, we're going to probably get to the wrap. Let's see if we get a shield out of it. Now, if we don't get a shield out of it, getting a head start on energy on any of the Pokemon in the back would be fantastic. We do get a shield out of it. They are debuffed now. We know that they're on Leaf Blade. And I have a Rock Tumor in the back, so I think it's safe to just come in here. And they're on Dragon Breath. I should have stayed in there. Yeah, so I'm hearing myself talking to VOD now, and I was like, I switched because I didn't think he would be on Dragon Breath, and I didn't look at the fast move. But either way, I think it would have been better to just stay in there. But let's see. I mean, we know we win, right? we win. And then we have to shield this, right? It looks like that was CMP. They do have the Leaf Blade. If the timer's up, sending this Rock Tomb off and then switching would be a really smart play, I think. Because now we really don't have to worry about their damage. And yep, the timer is up. And they do send their energy. So far, this Spice Lord had Charizard and Shiftry. Who is the third Pokemon? It ends up being Bastiodon, and it makes me very, very happy to be on Earthquake. Lots of people like to be Psychic Fangs Crunch. I personally, whenever I'm using a Pokemon, do not like not having the ability to hit something hard. Like that's kind of one of the reasons why like I don't run Great League Florges. Like I get that there's a lot of play for it, but I just want to I want to moonblast things. Yo, GG. So we're actually able to claim a 5-0 as a ground type gym leader. Like I said from the beginning of the video, before stream even, I expected it, man. I really looked at this team and I expected it to do well. So I believe in the team so much. I think I end up running it for the entire ground type challenge. We do get another water type lead. We are ABA weak to water, but again, we spoke about why we decided on this team working, and that is because Thunderfang puts us in a really good position. Now, the hardest damage that Azu can really hit us with is Hydro Pump. They did not build up to Hydro Pump, so we don't have to respect it. Now, I like going straight Earthquake right now. I got this rule of thumb. First, I'm pretty sure most trainers have this rule of thumb, but I don't bait bulky Pokemon. I mean, it's probably going to work against me teaching all, like not teaching or like just admitting all these strategies, but I feel like it's one of the obvious strategies that most people do. I'm not like giving any trade secrets or anything that'll change the like outcome of how people play the game, because like I think they're still, even after hearing this, never going to shield their Azu. But yeah, it's just something that I'm highly against baiting, like baiting Mandibuzz or like baiting Toxapex. Like don't bait Toxapex, don't bait Mandibuzz, don't bait Bastiodon. Like these people brought this in because they don't like using shield. That's why they brought their Bastiodon. That's why they brought their Azu. That's why they brought their Ultra League Zygarde. All right, we're talking too much. Giraffaric is on the screen, bro. It throws a Trailblaze. I'm not feeling that, bro. I'm gonna do 3 Shadow Claws and Q for Brutal Swing. That's how I feel about this. Do they respect the Brutal Swing? They don't respect the Brutal Swing. It takes them out. In comes Bastiodon. And it's the final Pokemon. It has a shield and it's about to be debuffed to hell. The best thing about the ground type team is we did not have to worry about Bastiodon. We did not have to worry about Scizor. We did not have to worry about Azu. And if you watch any of these challenges, or if you've been to any of my streams, anytime we're building a team for these challenges, we have to think about Bastiodon. We've got to think about Azumarill. We've got to think about Scizor. And this was the first time queuing in that last set we get to 2024 because we were like super getting cooked during the Elite Four challenge with accidental like team of choosing the wrong Pokemon and stuff. But I knew that this team was going to do well. Like it's just something like I know that we did the breakdown and everything, but it was something about when I looked at it. I looked at the team, I was like, that's a real team. I know that's all ground types, but this is technically a real team, dude. Look at the pitiful flamethrower that hits my Toedscruel after the debuff, and his team is fantastic, man. All right, so getting into the next battle. And it's Marowak into my Steelix into that Marowak. It's a Shadow Marowak. The Mud Slaps will really hurt, so we have to switch right away. I do like this is a pretty neutral thing. That the hardest hitting move is Rock Slide. Bone Club does do a substantial amount of damage, but the hardest hitting move is Rock Slide. Now, my logic about shielding in this particular save swap situation is if my goal is to force alignment, I don't need shields for the Toedscruel Marowak matchup. So I feel comfortable using my shields in the save swap situation where normally you probably wouldn't want to squander your shields when you want to like keep shields for your lead Pokemon to protect it from something, right? But I do feel like this is worth it. I feel like this play is worth it. And we just go straight Brutal Swing here. There are Shadows, so it will do a chunk of damage, but it won't take them out. So they can safely no shield this. So yeah, they no shield it, but we're able to on bad timing, and I like this bad timing here. Like no playing around, just throwing on bad timing, trying to get rid of this thing. And they also want to go down 2 shields instead of letting them get rid of my. I love this play. I love this aggressiveness here. We don't need this Toedscruel to get rid of the Marowak anymore, right? They played out the matchup now, so let's just get a head start. Let's get a head start on our own. So they come in. Well, this is a horrible counter swap here because we are ABA weak to fire, and our strongest answer to fire is extremely neutralized. Runeric is really low right now, but we are able to land a wrap, which will make the subsequent Mud Slaps hit much harder. So they're low. The Skeledirge is low in the red now, and they are debuffed. So yeah, so we have to wait the timer down here because I don't believe that trainer ever switched out. He just let his Pokemon go down. And so they're debuffed, and I would rather the Thunderfang down for some reason, but hopefully we get to a move and we can debuff something. And this time good on us. We didn't overtap or overplay. We get to the Brutal Swing, we get the damage off that we can get off, and now we're going to come in with our Steelix. We were both Shadow Pokemon, and we definitely live a Hydro Cannon for sure because we are Steelix. And it gets us really low though, but we're able to just, oh my god, by the oh my god, like I don't know, man, by the skin of our teeth, dude, we get to a Psychic Fang. The Shadow Claw was not enough. We have a decent stat product on our Shadow Steelix, and we win another battle as a ground type gym leader in the Great League. All right, getting into our next battle as a ground type gym leader, and it's Steelix into Primeape now. I do like threatening the Psychic Fangs because the Karate Chop damage isn't that scary. I think that we should have tried to catch the close combat, but I will respect the potential close combat. He does go for the close combat. and that's really good for us. So I guess I decide here I'm gonna try to catch the second one. And yo, dude, I'm the best, bro. Catch the second close combat. It does little to no damage, and their counter swap to our Runerigus catch is an Azu. I do like Azu coming out here so that we can at least neutralize it. I would not like an Ice Beam not debuff, or with the Azu at full health sending Ice Beams into my Toedscruel in the back. Toedscruel will still have decent play, because if you've seen some of the other videos, we talk about how Pokemon interact to other Pokemon in the meta, and like one thing about Pokemon like Primeape is they're not there to handle fast move pressure. They have an extremely hard time handling fast move pressure, so we're still in a good position if we can put our Toedscruel onto that Primeape and slap it. And I like this again, like we say, they don't ever shield their Azu. They try to get some karate chops off on their Primeape, and we don't let it happen. We counter swap our Toedscruel. And as I said earlier in the matchup, glassy Pokemon like Shadow Primeape, they cannot handle fast move pressure. Now, this is extremely sketchy. What we just did there is not respecting the not shielding the potential Ice Punch, because Hypno does have access to all of the elemental punches. Now, unless we're able to get some kind of cheeky farm down or something, I can't imagine how we win this game. All right, so getting into the next battle, and it is Steelix into Ferrothorn for Rawthorn. This is pretty neutral matchup, all things considered. I'm probably going to want to go up to the Earthquake and just send it right away. And they acid spray me. Why? Okay, I still think that we didn't have to respect the Power Whip. Even after that, well, it was 2 times stage debuff. Yeah, I guess, yeah. I forget how powerful acid is, actually, yo. It makes you extremely weak. And yo, I like that we go and we full send the Earthquake here. They stay into this matchup. I'm wondering what they're weak to fire in the front. So I'm sure they have a water type in the back. They've got to have a water type or a rock type or some kind of answer to water. They go for another. They have a Talonflame here, and okay, there goes the water type. And it's a Blastoise. We bait out the water type. I don't know what our game plan is meant to be here. Because I want my Toedscruel on the water type. I don't want my Toedscruel on the Talonflame. We are able to get a shield from this water type with a Brutal Swing. They send an Ice Beam. I think, okay, I wouldn't mind shielding this, right? Unless, okay, so yeah, we just let that go, I suppose. It's a Talonflame. Wow, I'm really not understanding some of these plays, Tap. I'm actually just fascinated here. I'm actually just fascinated, but the Psychic Fangs make it so we can mud slap them in one. The Psychic Fangs make it so that we can mud slap them in one. I'm believing. Oh, it takes another. Wait a minute. Holy! Why didn't they fly? Why did they double flame charge? And we still win as a ground type gym leader. Like, yo, that was one of the more mind-blowing matches that I've seen. Like, wow, that was actually crazy. All right, yo, getting into another battle as a ground type gym leader, and it's Felix into Kamo-O. Am I wanting to catch an upper hand? No, I don't go for the I don't attempt to catch an upper hand. It probably would be too obvious anyway. We get no shield from our Psychic Fangs. They undertap, and I kind of respect it a little bit. I'm not mad at the undertap totally. We decide we want to preserve our Steelix, and we shield up the second upper hand. Do we now want to dance? No, we don't. But they do want to say swap their Skeledirge, and we do have a really strong answer there. I let them throw first before I start throwing any moves. Oh yeah, yeah. So I figured because I had one shield left that he would go straight forward because like at this point in the game, you want to give yourself a really strong advantage. And Torch Song is enticing, Torch Song bait is enticing, but just guaranteeing the shield or getting rid of me is even better. So I do respect my opponent's play going straight for the Shadow Ball, and I'm glad that I was able to shield it. Yeah. So he was never gonna. We should have rocked to him because he was never gonna let me get to the second brutal swing anyway. So we should have just rocked him. But I think now we can commit to a slap down here, and we are. We don't even lose that much health on our toe screw, rather. My bad. What comes in? Right. So we send the seed bomb. Last Pokemon is Azu. Wait a minute. Okay. Wait a minute. Did I must have looked at the VOD incorrectly. So I guess we go 13-2. Because I do remember that we lose this because I didn't they undercharge the Ice Beam and we don't send the Psychic Fang. We don't send the Psychic Fang because I thought we would get knocked out, and I don't know what made us over tap there. So I guess this was a 3-2. I think we learned a lot from this set though too. Oh yeah, so sorry for the misinformation then. I guess now that we know, we can update the thumbnail now. There won't be 14-1, which would have been a little bit more impressive. Wow. And we definitely win that if we tap that Psychic Fang. Oh, okay. So yeah, I see it. It's 3-2. Okay. GG's. All right, yo, getting into the next battle as a ground type gym leader, and it's Steelix into Azumarill. We've seen how this played out before. I'm never gonna bait this bulky Pokemon here, and you probably should. I'm normally pretty consistent in my plays, so. This time they do charge up to Hydro Pump, and we do respect it. I hope they don't respect our move though. I need this to go through since they're a Hydro Pumper. And yep, they let it go through. Because they went all the way up to Hydro Pump, we're doing a lot more Thunderfang damage. So I'm excited about this. We win the 1-0 shield situation. They come in with a Sableye. I'm a little bit scared. I mean, I can't really safe swap. I was never gonna get to Earthquake before they get rid of me with a foul play, but damn, I safe swap. Savage plays, man. Savage plays. I don't think safe swapping was worth it. Now we have to give up a shield. And they catch our Rock Tomb on Altaria. So it's one of those situations. I think we spoke about it in a past video. We all make these mistakes. We're all here. We're learning. Not every catch is worth it. You have a really low health Sableye. It's not gonna get through an entire Pokemon unless that Pokemon is a frail ghost. There aren't a lot of frail ghosts in this meta. You're not gonna run into any Haunters, and we make a fantastic catch onto our Steelix. And we're still in the yellow health after that Sky Attack hits us. We resist the Dragon Breath damage, and they're gonna outpace us again anyway. It's another Sky Attack. It is not enough damage, and we're able to this time not overtap or do anything stupid, and we're able to get our Psychic Fangs off. That Sableye is too low to do anything substantial to anyone in the world. Well, you know what though? It's not that low. But yeah, I mean, we just seed bomb this thing either way. They do have return. And you know, my Toe Screw doesn't have the best IVs. I can't wait to get an actual good Toe Screw. Like, I can imagine like a high ranked Toe Screw is probably amazing to use. This one is a weird, like I think it's 1480 CP. It has a weird spread. And yeah, we win another battle as a ground type gym leader. All right, so it's Steelix into Bastiodon, and we have a lot of answers for Bastiodon. I mean, we're kind of ABA strong into this thing. They can hit us with flamethrower damage. We do not have to respect it because we are Steelix. And Pass Me agrees, and we no shield. And they come in with a Talonflame. We are ABA weak to this thing, right? But we are now about to debuff it. Let's see if they want to respect it with a shield. They don't. We don't play any games, and we get out the paint right away. Now, because we have a Mud Slapper in the back, I think our best bet right now is to just play the 2-shield scenario and try to get our Mud Slapper onto that. Wow, and this Talonflame commits to Brave Bird. And because of that, we can actually commit to a farm down. What comes in? We will resist the smackdown damage from Bastiodon, so it'll have a really hard time if it comes in. But in comes Azu. So this team is Bastiodon, Talonflame, Azu, two bulky Pokemon, and then like a very dangerous closer in that of Talonflame. Okay, nice. We're able to get 2 Rock Tombs off onto this Azu. It's rendering this thing neutral, useless, and now I just want to get chip damage onto this bulky beast. And now we're getting shields. We try to snipe. We try to snipe with a little Psychic Fangs or whatever. They shield the Brutal Swing and they catch the Psychic Fangs onto their Bastiodon. Bastiodon's still gonna have a hard time farming us down because we are ground and steel, and so we are triple resisting the smackdown damage. The steel resists rock and so does ground. See if they respect the earthquake. They don't respect the earthquake, and that now just means it's GG's. We still have a shield on our Toadstool, and I know that we can live in Ice Beam on our Toadstool even if it's not debuffed. So it's okay to let this go. And so yeah, we live the Ice Beam. We can actually just commit to fast move. We can just commit to fast moves here. And we're able to get through a Bastiodon Azu team with this ground type line. I like that about this line. I think that was probably the one thing I saw right away. I think that's what I was thinking about when I saw the team, is that I knew that we would have an answer to Bastiodon as well as Azu and like the Scizor lines and stuff like that. So I think that's because we've been doing the challenge for a while, that's what I was thinking about. We are a Steelix, and we are leading into a shiny Greninja. I am a savage, and I call the Night Slash bait. I get the call correct. Spirit Shadow, they're probably desperate to save a little tiny bit of energy. They're going straight Night Slash with this shiny Greninja. Shiny Greninja is such a beautiful Pokemon. They say swap Mandibuzz. We don't have any super effective damage other than our fast move damage for this Mandibuzz. And they're on Air Slash. So I'm not mad at staying in here because Mandibuzz also beats our backline. So despite us not having super effective damage, staying here probably so far is our best bet. And we just keep debuffing this. I wouldn't mind. Well, they are charging up a lot of energy though. And I don't think it would be smart to go down shields at this point anyway. So we are just going to try to get a nice Shadow Claw down. And I mean, Foul Play is gonna do a lot, but it's not gonna kill us. So let's take it. In comes back the Greninja, beautiful shiny Greninja. And we throw the Brutal Swing before they're able to queue up one of their moves. And we should just swap. Hindsight, I mean, not even hindsight 2020. Yeah, hindsight 2020 really, but yeah, they're shielding and all of that. We should have just swapped. We are able to though get the Mud Slap down despite that, and we're able to save our Runerigus. The last Pokemon is Clodsire. Their biggest move would be Earthquake, and we don't have to fear that because we are a Grass type. Grass types resist ground type damage, so if they're on Sludge Bomb, Algorithm is real. Algorithm real? Nah, I'm just joking. But they're on Sludge Bomb, so that's pretty unfortunate. So my only hope here is that we live another Sludge Bomb. We're able to get a Wrap off here. This Wrap should put them in a range where, like, if we live this Sludge Bomb and we get another Mud Slap off, it should be just a couple of Shadow Claws and a Brutal Swing before we can win this game. Seems as if either my opponent lagged out or rage quit. And seeing as they rage quit or they lagged out, we will not review the end of this game. We win another match as a ground type gym leader. All right, so it's Shadow Steelix into Shadow Talonflame. We are ABA weak to fire, so this is pretty scary. But again, we spoke about this when we were talking about our team composition. The fire type that we are most afraid of is normally Talonflame, and because of the flying subtyping, our Thunder Fang damage plus the Psychic Fangs actually adds up here. And if I remember correctly, I think we actually win the one shield scenario. They go for the Flame Charge, so the next Thunder Fang should take them out before we even have to take any of the Incinerate damage, and we are at shield parity and we're not at Pokemon parity though, so we are in a good position. They come in with a Venusaur, and they must be really weak to Steelix then. I mean, I guess this is a decent farm down, but because of that information I'll take, I'm like, oh, they're a little afraid of Steelix. We save swap our Runerigus. I don't 110% agree with this play because we are a little bit afraid of Frenzy Plant, but we can just go Brutal Swing. We don't have to debuff this thing. We debuff this thing. It's a non-shadow Venusaur and everything, but I still think Frenzy Plant will bust, so but it does put us in a better position for our Toadstool if there is a Pokemon that Toadstool can beat. We debuff this thing, and the already neutral damage that we would be taking from the Sludge and the Frenzy Plant will now be pretty much even more neutral. And so they never switched. We wait the timer down a little bit. We should be set. And luckily for us, the last Pokemon is Blastoise. The hardest hitting thing they can do for us right now is a Skull Bash. It would be nice if I was locked in. I want to see, yo, is Pass Tap locked in? Are we catching Skull Bashes? Yo, Pass Tap, do we catch Skull Bash or what? He tried. Even if that wasn't a catch attempt, they were never going to roll out us down. So we definitely get to at least take some energy from them. They get to another. If they're on Ice Beam, it's a little bit scary, but Toadstool is not soft. They're not on Ice Beam. And we just go straight for the C-Bomb. This Venusaur is pretty low, so the C-Bomb should definitely be more than enough here. And yeah, we win another battle as a ground type gym leader. Okay, getting into the next battle as a ground type gym leader, and again we see another Talonflame lead. He seems to, I guess he, all right, so maybe he didn't want to get locked into an Incinerate in case I did some kind of one and swap antic. I've seen a lot of trainers do that. I'm wondering now in my head if I like this play. I guess I'll do like, because you generate a lot of energy from Incinerate anyway, so waiting a turn doesn't really hurt you so much as we're like, yeah. Oh, what? Oh, but we react fast enough. But we react in the wrong direction. We react in the wrong direction, but you know what? Calculated. We knew that was a Toadstool bait out. They were trying to, why are we shielding? Anyway, we knew that was a Toadstool bait out. We knew it. And that's why we didn't bring our Toadstool out. So now we're going to just go straight Brutal Swing on this Marowak here. This is all calculated plays. I'm one of the best trainers on earth. You guys just don't know it yet. They're under tapping Bone Clubs. They're scared, man. They're shaking in their boots, man. They knew. They're like, oh man, the Toadstool didn't come out. Toadstool was at this point in the season. Toadstool was extremely meta, and everybody was expecting it. The last Pokemon ends up being Cradily. Ugh. But you know what though? Oh, they try to wait. What was that? What did they try to do there? We had no energy. What was that? We had zero energy. We're in a really good position now, right? Because after a couple wraps, these Mud Slaps will start to feel super effective against this Cradily. And we're able to get the Mud Slap off before a potential debuff, but we live. They go Grass Knot. You know what? Respect to this trainer, bro. They weren't playing any games, man. I can see them going Rock Tomb now. After landing the first Grass Knot, going Rock Tomb might be a vibe. But they go straight Grass Knot. This trainer doesn't play any games. We queue up another wrap here. And I would like for Pass Tap to be good at this game. But I'm starting to think Pass Tap isn't good at this game. Pass Tap is amazing at this game. All calculated stuff. Like, you see what I'm saying, dude? Like, I knew, man. Like, I kind of... Whoa! Psychic Fangs did so much. Oh, yeah, wrap. We did mad raps and then we sniped with the Psychic Fang. Now I'm being a little bit mean to myself, right? But there's a huge possibility that I had a lot of calculated. I'm joking about being calculated, but there's a huge possibility I actually was being calculated with the whole like debuff them twice and then Psychic Fangs them vibe there. Yo, I really enjoyed this challenge, man. The ground type challenge, I knew from off rip it was going to be a good challenge. I knew that the team was going to work. We spoke about why the team was going to work. We got to witness right there exactly what we expected to see, how we expected to handle it, and we were able to handle it with the team competition. I think out of all of the teams that I used for the gym leader challenge so far, ground type was I was most confident about, and I enjoyed it the most. As you can see, we only used one team, and there is no other challenge where we only use one team. I just knew off rip that this team was going to work. Now, that's too much blah blah blah, too much yapping, yo. I appreciate y'all hanging out, yo. Please like, subscribe, share with your friends, Reddit, Discord, Twitter, anything. I am live every night around 9:30, 10 p.m. give or take EST on Twitch, and we do these challenges every day. Last night we did wrong moveset challenge, so look out for the video for the wrong moveset challenge, because even though it started off horribly, bro, it started off so bad, we found a team eventually that was just amazing. All right, so this is going on too long, yo, bro. It's your boy Tap, and I'm out. Peace.